Hello, everybody. My name is Francisco. I'm going to go over the systems of play of the 4-4-2 diamond. Just to give you a quick background on myself, I used to play the Olympic development at the regional level in Region 4. Also played in PDL teams nationally when I was 15 and also 19. Also played at a Division 1 school that was ranked number 1 in the nation and been to 2 NCAA appearances. And also was assistant coach of a top Division 1 school in the nation as well. So that's my soccer background. I'm going to go over the 4-4-2 system of play. Specifically, I'm going to go over the diamond. The diamond is played with a flat back 4. I'm going to go over the strengths and weaknesses of this. I'm going to go over the strengths first. You play with a flat back 4. You have a traditional number 3, number 2, and also 2 center backs. Defensively, you play it flat. It's typically done zonally. You do not do man marking versus traditional teams in the 80s used to play with 3 defenders with a sweeper and 2 man markings. It's all zonal. So essentially, if someone comes into your zone, you pick them up. We also like to talk about the defensive third, the middle third, and the attacking third. So if you have 2 attackers or 3 attackers, you have numerical advantages in your defensive third of the park. So typically you have good cover balance in the defensive third. You can play the 4-4-2 diamond with a high press or low press. Generally speaking, if you do play with a high press, everyone kind of pitches up forward and your defenders go into the middle third of the park. So you can play that with a high line. In the middle third, what makes this formation really good compared to a flat 4 is you have numerical advantages against any team in the middle of the park, which a lot of people would argue is probably the most important third of the field. Doesn't matter if you're playing against a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, or a 3-5-2, you will have numerical advantage 4v3 or 4v2 in the middle of the park. You also play with 2 forwards up top. Sometimes you play one higher than the other. If the ball happens to be on the left side, you'll have one showing and one kind of going away and vice versa. So you have good attacking options. Again, if you're playing a team that has 3 in the back or 2 in the back, or 3 in the back or 4 in the back, you'll have good attacking options with this formation. So when you have possession of the ball, generally speaking, you'll see an umbrella form back here. So you have good depth between the players. There's a couple ways that you can teach this formation. As you can see, when you play a diamond in the midfield, what you see happens is in this formation, there's generally no width along here. So what you'll see is the outside, the number 2 or the number 3 create the width within this formation. You can also see the outside mids play almost like the Dutch 4-3-3, where they come up and stay up wide. So you essentially have 5 up and 5 back. So it gives you good attacking options. Some of the weaknesses of this formation, just looking at it right off the bat, is if when you do play a flat back 4, generally you have players that are out wide right here. They can make these outside in runs, and one ball, as you can see, could beat all 4. Another thing that happens is you'll see a team that has the ball on the right side of the attack, and you'll see one defender, the ball gets played right here. You see this space that opens up right here, and you'll also have what we call the inverted U, where there's all this space to attack from the behind. You also have to teach, since it's zonal, if one goes up, the outside number 2 and 3 must pinch in to leave spaces on the wings. In the midfield, what makes this formation also a little tough as well is, as you can see just looking at this formation, you have a lot of space right here on the outsides. So how to defend that space, what you want to do is if the ball's played on the side and the outside back has the ball, you want to teach everyone to shift goal side or ball side, and you're going to give up a lot of space over there. So preventing the point of attack from going from one side to the other is what you want to prevent. So you force everybody this way, and you can do this high pressing or low press, however you want it. This formation itself, another weakness of this formation as well is when you play against a lot of teams right now that are playing a traditional 4-3-3. Oops, here we go. Is if you do see a quick change, a point of attack occur, you're essentially just playing catch up. What do I mean by that? Well, if you play a 4-4-2 diamond, you have immediate pressure on the ball. Everyone shifts ball side. But if you see a quick shift from here to here, everyone is coming back over here. So you're playing catch up right over here in your own middle defensive third. So that's something you want to train in training, where you want to press high and force a team goal side. But as I said, if you look at any formation you choose, you essentially want to have numerical advantages. The great thing about a 4-3-3 is it gives you that. If you split the field up into thirds, which we like to do in soccer, you have a 4v3 in your own defensive third, so playing out of the back is generally good. You have a 4v3 again in the middle of the park, and the only time you don't have a numerical advantage is in your own in the attacking third. So what you want to do preventing these guys from coming forward is you have these guys play out wide defensively, and everyone shifts ball side. So even in I see a lot of teams doing this in a 4-1-4-1, you still have numerical advantage. So again, the 4-4-2 is probably one of the most popular formations out there. A lot of people use it. Some of the most success stories, the 1966 English World Cup team won it playing a 4-1-3-2 against West Germany, 4-2 in overtime. You'll see Leicester City playing more of a flat 4, but they play it very counter-attacking and very direct. Old school Italy and Rigo Sacchi would also do the same thing, counter-attacking soccer, where they would win the ball in midfield and high press. So it's a great formation to play, especially if you're trying to play against a lot of teams that are playing a 4-2-3-1, a 4-1-4-1, or a traditional 4-3-3. It works well, it plays well against it, and again, formations you want to use formations based on the players you have, not necessarily the Van Gaal style where you have players fit within your formation. So again, look at every formation, look at all the tactical adjustments you have to make, whether you're playing against a 3-5-2, 4-3-3, 4-4-2 flat, or 4-4-2 diamond, or even a 5-3-2. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave some for me, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you.